Last class you have learned spermatogenesis. In this class we will see oogenesis, that is the birth of female gametes. Let's see oogenesis. Oogenesis is the process of formation of female gamete or ovum in the ovary. It starts during embryonic stage in a female. That is the formation of oogonia in the fetus life itself. This formation completed at 25 weeks of fetus life. About 1 million of oogonia formation in the ovary of the female fetus. After birth, no oogonia formation. The first step in oogenesis up to the production of primary oocytes occur before birth. Primary oocytes do not divide further. This primary oocyte either become secondary oocyte or degenerate. Oogenesis occurs in the outermost layers of the ovaries. Oogenesis starts with a germ cell called oogonium. This oogonium undergoes mitosis to increase in numbers. The oogonial cells undergo meiosis when these cells enter into prophase 1 get temporarily arrested. This stage of oogonial cells are called primary oocyte. The follicular cells proliferate and form a stratified cuboidal epithelium. Such cells are called as granulosa cells. The granulosa cells secrete glycoproteins to form a zona pellucida around the primary oocyte. Each primary oocyte then gets surrounded by a layer of granulosa cells called primary follicle. A large number of primary follicles degenerate during the phase from birth to puberty. As a result, about 60,000 to 80,000 primary follicles are left in each ovary at puberty. The primary follicles get surrounded by more layers of granulosa cells and a new theca are called secondary follicles. The secondary follicle soon transforms into a tertiary follicle, which is characterized by a fluid-filled cavity called antrum. The thecal layer of secondary follicle become organized into an outer theca is externa and an inner theca is interna. At this stage, the primary oocyte within the tertiary follicle grows in size and completes its first meiotic division, which results two haploid cells of unequal sizes are formed. Within the follicle, one of the daughter cells that receive less cytoplasm form a polar body. These cells do not participate in ovum formation. The other daughter cell is known as the secondary oocyte. These two daughter cells undergo meiosis too. The polar body replicates to form two polar bodies, while the secondary oocyte arrests in the metaphase stage of meiosis II. The secondary oocyte retains the bulk of nutrient-rich cytoplasm of the primary oocyte. The tertiary follicle develops into mature Graafian follicle. The Graafian follicle ruptures to release the secondary oocyte from the ovary. Observe the given diagram of sectional view of ovary. Practice this diagram. In practical class, we will discuss about this. Next is flow chart of oogenesis. Here, oogonia or gamete mother cell carry 46 number of chromosomes. These oogonia undergo mitosis and increase in numbers. Some of these oogonial cells are called as primary oocytes. These primary oocytes also carry the number of chromosomes 46. After birth up to puberty, the primary oocyte undergo first meiotic division. This division completed prior to ovulation. At the end of meiosis, one to two unequal cells are formed. One is small first polar body and another one is secondary oocyte. This secondary oocyte carry 23 number of chromosomes. At adult reproductive life, if a sperm can enter the secondary oocyte through zona pellucida layer, the secondary oocyte completes meiosis II, which results in the formation of second polar body and an ovum. This flowchart showing formation of ovum from female gamete mother cell or oogonium. Here, a mammalian ovary is covered with germinal epithelium that gives rise to follicular cells and ova. The inner part of the ovary called stroma. It is composed of connective tissue, blood vessels and follicles in various stages of development. Gamete mother cell starts division and enter into prophase 1 of meiosis I and get temporarily arrested called primary oocyte diploid. Each primary oocyte surrounded by a layer of granulosa cells, that is primary follicle, and then gets surrounded by more layers of granulosa cells called secondary follicle. Then this transforms soon into tertiary follicle with a fluid filled cavity called antrum. Now this primary oocyte grows in size and completes meiosis I and forms large haploid secondary oocyte and a tiny first polar body. The tertiary follicle changes into mature Graafian follicle. Then the mature Graafian follicle ruptures to release ovum and second polar body. This will happen only if a sperm can enter the secondary oocyte through zona pellucida layer. Observe the given diagram. This shows various events takes place during menstrual cycle. About this we will discuss briefly one by one. Let's see menstrual cycle. Menstrual cycle is a rhythmic change in the reproductive organs of the female primates. At puberty only, first menstruation starts, that is termed as menarche. Average interval of menstruation is about 28 to 29 days. Menstrual cycle stops around the age of 50 years called menopause. Menstrual cycle is absent temporarily during pregnancy, lactation period and permanently after menopause. Menstruation is also called weeping of uterus for the last ovum. The count of the ovum in each ovary is decided and fixed before birth of a girl. As she reaches puberty, hormones stimulate the development and release of one ovum per month. This continues till menopause. The menstrual cycle is divided into 4 phases. They are menstrual phase, follicular phase, ovulatory phase and luteal phase. Let's see one by one. First is menstrual phase. Menstrual cycle starts with menstrual phase. Menstrual flow occurs for 3 to 5 days. As a result, breakdown of endometrial lining of the uterus. The blood vessels form liquid which along with unfertilized ovum comes out through vagina. Menstruation only occurs if the released ovum is not fertilized. Lack of menstruation indicates that pregnancy. It may also be caused due to some other reasons like stress, poor health, etc. Next is follicular phase. The menstrual phase is followed by follicular phase. In this phase, the primary follicle in the ovary becomes a fully mature Graafian follicle and simultaneously the endometrium of uterus regenerates through proliferation. These changes in the ovary and the uterus are induced by changes in the level of pituitary and ovarian hormones. The secretion of LH and FSH level increase gradually during this phase and stimulates follicular development. Then the growing follicles secrete estrogen. Both LH and FSH reach highest level during mid-cycle. Next phase is ovulatory phase. Follicular phase is followed by ovulatory phase. Here, rapid secretion of luteinizing hormone leading to its maximum level during the mid-cycle, that is termed as LH surge. LH surge induces rupture of Graafian follicle, releasing the ovum called ovulation. Last phase of menstrual cycle is luteal phase or secretory phase. Ovulatory phase is followed by luteal phase. The remaining part of the ruptured Graafian follicle is termed as corpus luteum. This corpus luteum secretes large amount of progesterone, which is essential for maintenance of endometrium. The thickened endometrium is necessary for the implantation of fertilized ovum and maintenance of pregnancy. During pregnancy, no menstruation. In the case of no fertilization, the corpus luteum degenerates and now known as corpus albicans, which does not secrete progesterone. As a result, rupture of endometrium leading to menstruation.